I don't know about you, but to me, it seems way harder to make friends while playing video games than it used to back in 2010 or 2011. I remember playing Minecraft on my Xbox 360 when it first came out and building massive worlds with my friend Ryan and his cousin. Somehow, without us even trying, we would meet new people in Call of Duty or through mutuals on Xbox, invite them to our world, and build shops and towns and full blown societies of random people that we just met once or twice through the internet. It was easy to talk to someone in Black Ops 2 game chat, invite them into our lobby, and play together every single day for an entire year. And in real life, it seemed a lot easier to meet people too. Mutuals through school or sports or family friends were easy to find, and if you look back on your childhood, you can probably also think of quite a few people who came and went from your lives in a relatively short period of time. But today, things have changed. It's harder than ever to make friends both online and in person. You hardly talk to anyone in public, it's impossible to connect with people, and you spend more time alone than ever before. People seem uninterested in making new friends, so they end up losing hope and diving into the bottomless pit of social media content to try and feel better. I don't think people as a whole have changed that much, because if you ask around, everyone is actively looking for new friends. It's not that people don't want friends anymore, it's just that nobody knows what to do to make new friends. And that's what this video is for: how to make new friends, build lifelong relationships, and develop your social circle to help you feel more connected to others. And if you like this video or anything I say here helps you, consider supporting the channel by buying me a coffee using the link in the description. Every single coffee purchase comes with a free download to the world that I've been playing on in these videos. I'm playing in Minecraft 1.0, and if you like this world and want to contribute to it on your own, every coffee purchase from this point on will come with the most active version of the world that is going to be updated with every single video. So it's a good way to support the channel and maybe take this world and turn it into something amazing for yourself, and I really do appreciate all of the support. So to start, I need to talk about social media. I'm not here to scold you for using social media or to criticize you and tell you that you need to get outside more. That's not the point of this channel. But I do want you to think about how much time you spend scrolling on Instagram, swiping on Tinder, and consuming bits of unimportant content on TikTok. How many hours a day do you watch YouTube, Netflix, or play video games? It's not that doing any of these things are bad, but you need to simply think in terms of time. We've been programmed to think that spending time online is networking or staying in the loop, but the reality is that using the internet as your only means of socialization is doing nothing for you. Your human brain still craves that physical connection with other people, and no matter how many Discord chats, game nights, or Instagram DM exchanges you have with someone online, you still need physical interaction to build new, meaningful friendships. And I assume you feel the same way deep down, and that's why you're watching this video. We've become so overstimulated by the constant stream of content and online interactions that we're less likely to seek out real, genuine friendships. I'm not going to deny that online friendships aren't real, because they're sometimes more real than in real life friendships. But they can't be your only relationships, because if you don't have real, physical people that you can interact with, you're going to feel terrible. The internet has caused our brains to think that we're socializing online, when in reality, we're missing half of the equation. How often do you have real, meaningful conversations where you can see the other person's face, read their body language, and actually connect on a human level? I can almost guarantee you that it's less than it should be, because social media fills that void and you don't even realize it. So what am I going on about anyways? How is this even going to help you? Well, think about it. You've gotten so used to outsourcing your entire social life to algorithms and online interactions that you don't even realize how much it's hurting you in the real world. Here's one example. Think about all the times you're uncomfortable and you instantly reach for your phone. Whether it's in line at Chipotle or in the elevator when someone comes in and you don't want to talk to them, you probably do it a lot, and I don't blame you. This little thing is actually making a huge difference with your ability to make friends with other people. You're resorting to your online interactions that you've gotten so comfortable with, texting an online friend, scrolling on Instagram, or consuming meaningless content to avoid the awkwardness of a real-life social interaction. And because of this, you're missing out on any potential new, real interactions with real people in the real world. By constantly retreating to your phone in these moments, you're effectively shutting down any possibility for unplanned interactions. These random, unexpected encounters are often the seeds from which new friendships grow. When you're always plugged into your device, you're creating an invisible barrier between you and the world around you. You're missing out on those serendipitous moments, the shared laugh over a person tripping or something, the casual conversation about the weather that turns into a discovery of shared interest, or even just a simple smile exchange with a stranger that could be the start of something more. Remember, every great friendship has a beginning, and more often than not, it's these random, unplanned, spontaneous interactions that pave the way for deeper connections. You may think this is complete cap, but here's an example. I lived in my current apartment for over a year and never talked to a single person. I maybe gave one of those weird suburban mom grocery store smiles in the hallway once or twice, but I never actually talked to anyone and tried to connect with them. I would walk down to the mailroom with headphones in, staring at my phone and hoping that no one would try to strike up a conversation with me. I'd stand in the elevator and just hope to God that someone doesn't chat, because I really don't want to hear it. I'm just trying to get back to my apartment. Well, my apartment complex recently had a rodent issue, to say the least, and while it did make me want to go full scorched earth on the place, it gave me something to notice and talk about with other people. I wasn't trying to use this situation to make friends, and was mainly just trying to figure out how we could all get together to not pay them rent, but seeing the people in the hallways and asking them a simple question about if they were also facing the same issue started some conversations, and now I regularly chat with these people in the hallways, even with the rodent problem being fixed now. We broke the ice, and now it's kind of nice to run into these people. If I were to go on Reddit and post paragraphs asking people to agree with me about how terrible my corporate apartment complex is, or hop in a Discord chat to keep walking around with headphones in, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to chat with these people, and the familiar faces that I now speak to every time in the hallways would still be complete strangers. It's a weird example, but it carries across all of your daily interactions. So step one in your friendship making journey is to spend less time glued to your devices when you're in public. I'm not saying to get rid of social media entirely, I just mean that when you're outside of the house, stop staring at your screen all the time. Try this. Next time you're in a public space, resist the urge to pull out your phone. Look around you, make eye contact, smile at people. Be open to the possibility of conversation. It might feel awkward at first because we've gotten so used to the comfort of our digital shields. But push through that discomfort. That's where the magic happens. By unplugging, you're not just opening yourself up to new friendships, you're also improving your overall well-being. Studies have shown that reducing screen time can lead to better sleep, improved mood, and even enhanced working memory capacity. It allows you to reconnect with the natural world and, perhaps most importantly, with yourself. And here's a pro tip. If you're feeling anxious about putting your phone away completely, just start small. Maybe challenge yourself to put your phone in your pocket for the duration of your coffee shop visit. Or make a rule that you won't check your phone while standing in lines. It takes baby steps, and it's about creating new habits, not torturing yourself. Remember, the goal here isn't to demonize technology. Our phones and social media can be fantastic tools for maintaining friendships, but they shouldn't be a substitute for real-world interactions. By finding a balance, by being more present in public spaces, you're creating opportunities for those unplanned, regular contacts that are the foundation of new friendships. So next time you feel the urge to retreat into your phone in public, take a deep breath and resist. Look up, engage with the world around you. Be open to the possibility of connection, and that's the first step on how you can start to make new friends. If you aren't present in your physical world, you will never see another soul, even if they're right in front of you. Okay, great. So now you're aware that there are in fact other humans around you. What now? Well, remember how easy it used to be to strike up a conversation in game chat? Why don't we bring that same energy into the real world? I'm not saying you need to chat up every person you see on the street or bring questionable 2010s Xbox Live chat vibes to the real world, because God, we don't want that. But when there's a natural opportunity, why not take it? You're in line at the coffee shop and the person in front of you orders your favorite drink. Comment on it. You're at the dog park and someone's dog is playing with yours. There's your in. The key is to start small. A simple compliment, a casual observation, a question about something that someone is doing or wearing, these can all be great icebreakers. And a little personal note here, anyone who has a dog, you have an instant excuse to talk to. Wow, what a cute dog. What kind of dog is that? How old is your dog? I really like your dog. I know it sounds weird, but it genuinely is the easiest way to strike up a conversation. And pretty much anyone I've ever met that owns a dog loves to talk about their dog. Now, I can already hear some of you guys saying, but dude, I'm an introvert. I can't just talk to random people. And to that, I say, I understand. As an ex-introvert myself, I know how draining social interactions can be. But here's the thing. Making friends doesn't mean that you have to become a social butterfly overnight. It's about finding the right balance and the right situations that work for you. And that does sound easier said than done, because let's be real, we never know what to say to other people when we do have these interactions. How do you even strike up a conversation with another person? What do you comment on to not sound like you're a weirdo? Well, this is where we get to step 3, developing new hobbies that give you knowledge about things to say to other people. Because you can stand in a coffee shop line all day, but you probably don't have an actual reason to talk to someone unless fate throws a weird coincidence your way. So the best way to get better at talking is to find something that you enjoy talking about and turn it into a passion. Whether you take up working out in the gym or discover some hyper niche obscure interest through online forums, just try to expand your consciousness and awareness. Learn more about Pokemon than any sane person should. Read about geopolitics, become an expert in gaming history, listen to new types of music, read new books, and keep an open mind to learn new things. The more knowledge that you gain in random topics, and the more hobbies and passions that you have, the more you'll be able to say stuff to other people to connect and plant the seeds of those friendships. I sound like I'm exaggerating and just spouting out nonsense that doesn't work, but I promise you, I have a reason for all of this stuff. My roommate is weirdly obsessed with denim. Yes, like the pants. He spends hundreds of dollars on hand-harvested denim jeans that come from ethical blah blah blah. I don't even understand what his deal is with this stuff, but guess what? There are somehow other people into this obscure interest of his. We went to a coffee shop the other day, and he struck up a conversation with the barista who was also wearing the same brand of jeans. They talked for 30 plus minutes about jeans, fashion, coffee, and all types of other things. But the thing that started the conversation was my roommate's weird niche obsession. So I think it's important to truly find what you're genuinely interested in and dive headfirst into it. Whether people think it's weird, too niche, or a waste of time, who cares? Because one day, I promise, you will meet at least one person who is into the same things as you, and that friendship will be unbreakable. And this does extend into the real world as well, because remember, if you aren't out in public, you can't expect to form new friendships. So pick up some real-life hobbies as well that require your physical attendance. Rock climbing, working out, becoming a coffee snob, playing board games at a local board game store, book clubs, sports teams, the list is pretty much endless. Again, embrace what you want to embrace and become one with that hobby or passion, and you will 100% find other people to connect with, which makes those conversations in step 2 much easier to start with them. I promise it will help. So be present in public, chat with people randomly, and learn new things that you have something to chat about. Sounds simple, but this is the foundation of what you need to make new friends. You can't proceed without it, so make this your priority. Now, it's time to turn these random one-off passing comments and interactions into friendships. Let's face it, you can pop off NPC one-liners to everyone you see, but that isn't going to lead you guys to becoming best friends overnight. There's also a bit more to it than that, and chatting is just the prerequisite. Step 4 is to focus on repeat interactions. With your new skill set, you are able to talk to anyone and everyone, but until you see the same people over and over again, your conversations are going to go nowhere. This is where I see the value of community. See, my biggest gripe about living in a big city is that there's so many options and places to go, things to do, and people to see. It's rare to see the same people twice, ever, because there are so many people coming in and out of your life. So make your world a little smaller and try to set yourself up to see the same people over and over again. Visit the same restaurants more often, go to the same coffee shops, sit at the same library in the same spot and read. Work out at the same time and place. Go to trivia night at the same time every week. Develop a bit of a routine where you're likely to find other people who have also set up their own routine in those same places. Now, when James at the coffee shop sees you come in and order the same drink, he'll recognize you. You'll see the same people at the tables where you're working from, and the board game night at your local game store is starting to look a lot less scary when you see familiar faces who let you sit at their table. When you start to see people more often, it becomes easier to talk to them. Because the thing is, if you recognize them, there's a good chance that they'll recognize you as well, and it's probably less awkward to say something, anything really, than it is to pretend that you don't recognize them every time you see them. Now, regardless of what you're into, I have to share this. Getting in shape is the best way to meet new people, period. I started working out at a gym that does classes, and I go to the same instructors and see the same people all the time now. It's created a sense of community for me, and it's extremely easy to say something to someone that's seen your face a dozen times every month, with instructors that know your name and people who are going through the same thing as you are. I'm going to make a full video about getting in shape because I really do believe that it's the most life-changing thing that you can do as a human, so drop a comment if you'd like to see that in a future video. And if you're enjoying this video and you have some more thoughts on how to make friends or experiences that could help other people, drop those down in the comments below as well. But regardless of if you decide to try the whole fitness thing or not, become a regular at some places, pick up some new IRL hobbies, chat with people, and disconnect from your phone for a bit, and you've laid the groundwork for making new friends. From here, you'll learn people's names and have a recurring thing to talk about every time you see them. This is how you build rapport and make yourself known. But now, for the hardest part, shooting your shot. I don't mean shooting your shot in the slimeball pickup artist dating way. I mean, make yourself uncomfortable and take the risk to let them know that you want to be friends. Seeing the same people every time you go somewhere is great, and talking to them is even better, but you need to close the deal and turn this acquaintance into a friend. Ask for their phone number, say you're going to a brewery next week and ask if they want to come, and tell them that you don't know a lot of people here yet and see if they want to do something. Whether you ask them to get coffee, go to a workout class, or to walk your dogs together in a park, just find something that you guys have connected about in the past and turn it into an excuse to continue talking to them. Even if you aren't comfortable asking them to do something in person yet, get their number and continue their conversations there. Now, the regular interactions that you need aren't locked behind the coincidence of running into them in person. You can build a relationship with them anytime, anywhere. And put some effort in. If there's something you think is relevant, send them a text, ask them a question, and chat. If there's a chance to do something in person, ask them. Having them in your contacts is an absolute must if you want a friendship to go anywhere, so give it a try. It will take time for you to build your list of people that you're interested in talking to, but you have to keep trying. Every time you put yourself out there, whether you succeed in making new friends or not, you're building your resilience. You're getting more comfortable with the process of connecting with others, and that comfort and confidence will make it easier next time. Plus, remember this, for every person who might not be interested in friendship, there's someone out there who's hoping to meet someone just like you. But you'll never find each other if you don't take the risk of reaching out. Making friends in 2025 as an adult might seem challenging, but it's also an incredible opportunity. An opportunity to create meaningful connections, to grow as a person, and to enrich your life in a way that you never imagined. Yes, it takes effort, and yes, it's probably extremely uncomfortable in the beginning, but the rewards, the laughter, the support, the shared experiences, the sense of belonging, are absolutely worth it. So get out there, put down your phone, look up from your screen, engage with the world around you, talk to people, try new things, say yes to invitations, be open, be authentic, and be vulnerable. And most importantly, be patient and persistent. Building friendships takes time, but the connections you form can last a lifetime. Remember, every great friendship starts with a simple hello, so get out of your comfort zone and off your phone and start talking to other people. If you enjoyed this conversation, please let me know in the comments. If you have any other tips to help people make friends or things that worked for you, or if you're going through some personal struggles and you want to chat with other people, drop all that stuff in the comments and let's get a discussion going. I'm trying to be a lot more consistent on this channel, so if you want to see more uploads, consider liking this video and subscribing and buying me a coffee using the link in the description. That coffee is what fuels me to make these, and also, as I said before, you'll get a free copy of the world that I'm playing on with every single purchase starting now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will talk again soon.